students, I am Prakash, Academic Advisor, Masterminds. I have been making several videos updating you what's happening in our organization. As a part of it, I just want to convey an important update on how we are conducting classes for CA Inter pre-results regular batches of 45th session. I think everyone is aware that Masterminds has a policy of conducting pre-results batches of CA Inter and also conducting post-results batches of CA Inter. And I think everybody is also aware that we have already started pre-results batches of CA Inter for November 2021 attempt on December 19th itself, and till now more than 1600 students have taken admission in Guntur as well as all our branches. I still remember yesterday alone, we got 35 admissions for CA Inter pre-results batches in Guntur alone. Now let us see for how many hours we are conducting classes to the students of these pre-results batches. In Guntur, we have already formed 1A, 2A and 3A batches. For the students of all these three batches, we are conducting CA Inter classes for 10.5 hours a day. What you heard is exactly right. We are conducting classes for 10.5 hours a day. For the students of 5A batch, that means which was lastly commenced batch, we are conducting CA Inter classes for 8 hours a day. For the students of complete physical batch and complete online batch, we are conducting CA Inter classes for 6 hours a day, and for the remaining hours we are conducting BCom classes. That means totally we have 6 batches in Guntur alone. Now coming to pre-results regular batches in all our branches. For all the students of all our branches, we are conducting CA Inter classes for 5.5 hours a day, and for the remaining hours we are conducting BCom classes. I think with these details, any person who is having even little brain can understand that we are not doing any time pass in pre-results batches of CA Inter. We are conducting the classes very seriously. We are in a very good mood to finish as much syllabus as possible for the students of pre-results batches. Of course, in all our branches, we will have one more batch of CA Inter after announcement of CA Foundation results, and we call it as CA Foundation post results batches. And let me clarify you, we will merge the students of P and post results batches. Yes, what you heard is right. We will merge the students of pre and post results batches. Of course, there is a twist. Let us assume we are able to complete 10 chapters for the students of pre-results batches by the time CA Foundation results get announced. Once the CA Foundation results get announced, we will start a post-results batch, and we will match the students of pre and post-results batches, and we will start teaching from 11th chapter. We are not going to teach from first chapter again. We will leave those 10 chapters and we will start teaching from 11th chapter. So after merging the students of pre and post results batches, we will finish off the entire syllabus. After completion of syllabus for pre-results batch students, whatever the 10 chapters that are pending for the students of post-results batches will be taught to post-results batch students alone at the end. That means after completion of syllabus for the students of pre-results batches. So we will merge the students of pre and post-results batches. We will not be teaching those 10 chapters again for the students of pre-results batch. After completion of syllabus for all the students, at the end, whatever the chapters completed to pre-results batches by the time of results announcement, those chapters will be separately taught to the students of post-results batches. During that time, students of pre-results batch can comfortably prepare the syllabus that might have already completed to them, and they can get ready for writing revision exams. That means syllabus is going to end on 2 different dates for the students of pre and post result batches. So even if we merge the students of pre and post result batches, their syllabus completion dates will not be the same. There might be some inexperienced institutions which may not be able to understand this complex logic due to their inexperience. I think by watching this video, they'll also get some hint on how to merge the students of pre-results and post-results batch students and close both the batches on two different dates. In Guntur, even after announcement of results, we will run few pre-results batches separately and we are not going to merge any of the students of post-results batches into those pre-results batches. In case of few batches, we will merge the students of pre and post results batches just like the way we are doing in our branches, and we will follow the same procedure which we follow with respect to pre-result batches of our branches. That means syllabus is going to end on two different dates for the students of pre and post results batches. So even if we merge the students of pre and post results batches, their syllabus completion dates will not be same. So there will be a clear-cut difference in syllabus completion dates for the students of pre and post results batches, which may range from 15 to 30 days. So students of pre-result batches will get these many additional days of preparation time when compared to the students of post results batches. There are various institutions which run CA inter regular batches in the same manner in which we run our crash batches. For example, in our crash batches, we will teach for 1100 hours. I have come across some CA coaching institutions which give coaching only for 1100 to 1200 hours. That means they are not going to give detailed coaching. They will only teach briefly, which several students may not be able to follow. So if students join in such kind of institutions, they need to suffer a lot. But we are not going to follow such kind of strategy. We will give detailed coaching in 1600 hours, with which students will get benefited a lot. So this shows the importance of experience in running the organization. Few inexperienced institutions may not have sufficient faculty, may not have proper materials, and they may not also don't know how to merge pre and post results batches, even though they get started on two different dates. So it's a very complex thing which normally inexperienced institutions may not understand and follow. Students will definitely suffer a lot if they join in such kind of inexperienced institutions. Of course, till today we got 1600 admissions for CA inter pre-results batches, whereas some institutions have not even started their CA inter classes. This shows the confidence and trust students have on our organization. If those institutions also get admissions for CA inter, then they might have already started CA inter coaching. They have not yet started CA inter coaching means they don't have admissions. Students are not believing that institution. If an institution is not conducting pre-result batches of CA inter, that means it is a trap. And please don't fall into that trap. If they don't have faculty or if they don't have materials, obviously they will not start pre-results batches. So there might be such kind of reason. They may not have sufficient faculty, they may not have materials, they may not have any other resources with which they might be hesitating to start their pre-results batches. Because by this you can clearly understand that it's very advantageous for the students of pre-results batches at their syllabus completion will be earlier when compared to the students of post-results batches. I would like to convey my regards to all those 1600 students who believed in us, who believed in our academic program, who believed in our experience and joined with us in pre-results batches itself. Also, I would like to say thanks to all our teaching and non-teaching staff for their relentless efforts. And by this, one can easily understand the importance of experience. Thanks to one and all.